Bum, bing, bum, bum, ba, da, bum, bum, bum. And we're live. Ba, 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 booey. Da, da, ba, da, da. Close you, open you. Just getting things set up. Hope you don't mind. Be a moment, anyways. Make sure my audio is coming through. Now, if anybody hears a double up on my voice, I just turned on my switch. So I'm just trying to see if I'm coming through live or. Yeah, I'm fine. When you ain't got, you make it work with what you got. And ba-dum, ba-dum. So what's going on with everyone out there? Trying to make the monies like I am. Get yourself out of the hole. And yeah, looks like we're all coming in good. Music's not bleeding too much. There we go. It's not so lonely in the background. Moving my mouse. Oop. And initiating face cam. Heyo, folks. It's your Canadian brother here, Game a Few, even if you don't want me to. It's the usual statement. I film these live as a means of treatment, or therapy, I should say, and my own self-treatment. And so it's the easiest way for me to do it. I'm gonna speak in a weird third person. It's ADHD. It's weird. It's been a good day. I've been making sales, and so I kind of got to push out an episode because things have been happening. And yeah, so just kind of getting into it, and it's been probably longer than normal. So yeah, just I don't know, bored. What's up? Cat still got the chair, and would you fight with a cat? So going on. This is my showcasing series, and basically I got a collection over the years, and I'd like to just share them around and whatnot. Nothing special, because you can see I only have the one camera. I am sorry. Um, I'm just doing what I can. If you want to help make and do it better, Patreon's open, and always appreciate it. But anyways, otherwise than that, I'd like to move on to first order of business before we get to any type of showcasing. I sadly made some sales faster than I thought I would, so I wasn't capable of actually showcasing everything. And I do have stuff lined up that's gotta go, so it's one of those gotta go, gotta go. And yeah, so first up, in the last bits, I've sold quite a few with a little bit of a list. And, you know, here's for the fallen. So in the past day, said 2 days. I honestly can't remember if I covered that one or not, but Zelda Twilight was the first game I sold. Zelda Twilight Princess. And in the recents, The Evil Within, Xenogears, The World Ends With You, Parasite Eve 1, Parasite Eve 2. I can still showcase those. I got an extra copy. My Dot Hack series actually sold. Xenosaga 3, I managed to get that sold. Halo 1 and 2. Resident Evil 4 for the GameCube. It was a black label. No, wait. I still got the black label. That was the player's choice. Zelda Wind Waker, Killer 7, and a unsealed Devil May Cry trilogy pack. I'm not going to quote what I made, just out of respect, but we got on the local shop. It's just opened up down here, and if anybody knows Nerdful Things, your Canadian brother sent you. They treated me really well, and I hope to do future business with them. Now that little sad bit is out of the way, and get myself a little propped up here and a little better offset, because I'm gonna have to probably give the camera some extra room on this one, and I'm gonna have to move you, just even though I made the jokes about it. Come here. And you. Hi. Alright. You gonna get comfy, you're gonna go in the bed. Alright. Well, as you can see from my side, I got a couple bigger boxes than normal. Whipped out a few of my collector's editions. And, yeah, pretty cool to look at just on their own. But we'll start with this one. You can see it right over my shoulder, because these have apparently a rough, I'm gonna say $200 value here in Canada. So I'm popping mine out there, and this is the Ultimate Edition, or God of War 3 on the PlayStation back in the day. Get some different art folds. It's been hard to keep this box in order, I'll admit. I do have a flip and fold. And some people I know have never actually seen a physical one of these. That was one of those. Might as well document it a little bit. Have some fun with it. Make some jokes. Big old Kratos on the front. Now the pickle with God of War 3, I have to admit, I didn't like the way the art style turned into the cinematics. It was always such an awesome way for them to do cinematics, and they just changed it. And it was just, it broke it. It just, no. Get her open up here. Don't need to see the inside of the box. This Pandora's box. Oh. Cat, I need you to move, please. Like, you can't just loaf. Such a cutie. Yeah. This is Pandora's box. Anybody who's played the original God of War 1, it was based off Pandora's box in God of War 1. Now, there's an interesting bit with these boxes that most people didn't pick up at first. Oh, am I gonna have to let you out? Catch the call and I'll be back. Sorry. And such is the woes of having to film live, but hey, if it works, it works. Maybe I could scoot up now that the cat's not on me. Yeah. So as I was saying, and get back to it, Pandora's box had a little trick. You cannot actually pull. It don't go up. It only slides. Like the game. And that's how you actually got it off. Not mine. I've added it. And a little treat. That is God of War 1 and 2 collection for PS3. Just because I've bundled mine as a 3-game deal. Little immature. Totally worth that rating, I can tell you that. Nudity and all that. But I will state, best digital boobies I've seen was God of War. Some people may say, dead or alive, God of War. And then, yeah, God of War 3, that came with it. It's funny because I was Googling it, and apparently there's editions that came with the Ascension volume, and I was like, I never got that. Ooh. Yeah. Digging into the goodies in here. She came. Really nice kind of blood swirled art book. Yeah, a little blood work showing iron in the back. And then of course the art. She still cracks like a new book. But yeah, just because I don't want to. I've never really played with these a lot, so this is one of those. Show you a little bit, maybe. And we got some nice pictures and art from the God of War and Greek mythologies. There, she's still cracking. So I'm not going to push it any much more than that because I don't want to ruin those creases. Those people that respect books. And then you got your downloadable content slips. Those were always so great to get. In this case, what do we got? The Dominant Skin, the Challenge of Exiles, and the documentary. Always fun documentary. These weren't very much anything. All they were was a piece of paper, a little art on it. And then, there it is. That little code was what you had to put in there for your PS3. Now they've changed to a bigger code, I do believe. And then this was actually a pre-order exclusive, how to get the download for the demo. But at the same time, there was an extra, as you can see, one of them scratched off for me. I didn't play the demo because I already had access to it. And this also came with a Phantom of Chaos character skin. So if you held on to that, you got yourself an extra character skin. Now, comes to the fun part about this box. Most people thought the box ended there. The fun thing is, you got a secret compartment. Yeah, that's right. All that art book, everything when you bought it was down there. It was just an empty box. You were just like, well, what did I buy this for? Yeah, little slip plate. You can put your weed in it. Alright. Well, I suppose. Games. Games. Oh. God of War 3. Good time, once again. I was disappointed with the way the art looked in comparison to 1 and 2. The story was there, but the art was changed, and oh yeah. That just always irked me. It really did. And then I always found it funny too, they kind of just dropped off everything about Chains of Olympus and whatnot in between too. And then yeah. Little snap. And then we get into the collection bundles. Anybody that ever knew how the collection bundles work, unlike the old PS2 games. Make sure I don't drop anything here. Look at that. Another demo slip. They had released this before 3 was coming out, if I recall. Okay, so in this one's case, they 2-in-1'd the oop, I'm on the wrong side here. They 2-in-1 the manual, so you just got the one God of War collection manual, and then once again, they 2-in-1 the game. So instead of getting 2 discs, everything's big enough to fit on one. And mind you, even with compression and whatnot, they did a really good job at making it look at its best. God of War 1 and 2, amazing games, and get the collection just to see it again. This was one of those games I told myself, I'm not stopping until I have the platinums. And I did. Yee. I'll admit, Pillars of Hades. I hate you guys for that. Alright. It's the first one down. We'll get her put away. So nobody likes a mess. Hope you guys liked my grumpy cat in the beginning. That was Nunu. He was a really, really awesome kitty. Yeah, nice boat. I'm gonna move on to this one just because she's gonna hit the market, and I've already got her on the mark. So, ooh, Gran Turismo. This was a classic, and me and my brother played hours upon hours upon hours upon hours. And it was amazing. I mean, yeah, the graphics may not have exactly held up today, but it was the coolest thing. And to this day, there's a car in that game, the Mitsubishi GT Twin Turbo, or GTO Twin Turbo, I think it was in there. That car had like 1,000 horsepower, and I'd love to have one in real life. They do exist. And this was one of the few games that actually came with 2 books. That's why I was so fat. There was so much to take in because it was that much of a simulator. One of the first simulators, I should say, to head up the console generation. Because I believe, if I recall, we somewhere along the way got ourselves a nice, oh, look at that dust. Yeah, little thumbprints right in the back there. Look at that Castrol GTX Supra. But yeah, it was one of those. I think SimCity and Gran Turismo were really like the simulators of the day. Because I know there's a version of SimCity for the PlayStation. And even prior to that, she was on the NES. Not the NES. Might have been on the NES, but SNES for sure. There, put that with the pile, because that is that sale, and we don't want to get that mixed up, do we? Now, this next one, I stood in line way too early for the pre-order, and I'm not seeing the game right off the hop, and I kind of feel wrong doing it without the game. So, 1 second while I look, because she is here. Where are you? When you get enough games to make an Asian boy cream, there's a pile, and you kind of gotta rummage through everything. Once again, I don't think before I talk, and I just realized what I said, so oops. But yeah, ADHD, forgive me. Oh, found him. Yeah, that's right, I said found them. Not just one. Ooh. Alright. Ba-boom. Just so you can get some artwork on there. Final Fantasy 12. That's my pre-use, as you can see. But I have the collectors. Ba-doom. I stood in line for that bad boy. Way too early. Showed up at our mall, and I was like one of the first people there. And funny enough, there was this group of mall walkers, and just because one of the old ladies seen me standing there out in the cold, because I think it was a November release, she's like, "Oh, come on in." And it was one of those moments that I'm just gonna show it a little closer. Um, just because this is metal there, by the way. It's not your regular case. Yeah, she's asking why I was there so young and waiting to get in and whatnot. And it was one of those like, oh, there's a game coming out. She's like, oh, there's a couple boys for you there. They're up there. I was just, okay, thank you. Get there, and it's funny enough because the owner of a shop down here, Gamezilla, or one of the guys that works for it at the time, and a couple other familiar faces that I knew were just like, hey! So we just chit-chatted for a good couple hours. Yeah, along with getting that, not this guy, that was a later purchase, I picked up the collector's edition guide. I'll show that in a bit, just because she's a heavy one. But yeah, just double check, see what I'm quoting here. What was that? It's like a history or something like that, I can't remember. But that is the inside of the collector's edition. Have the game up top and the bonus disc on the bottom, and then your manual on the side. I don't think there was anything else. Oh yes, and this manual's case, because it was collector's edition and they were just starting to get big, Square started putting in their little mail-in form. You can start signing up for stuff. And with this one, just cause, I am going to take the discs out. She is metal, so she's going to fight me more than a regular case. But there's some beautiful artwork. Come on. Come on, the bonus discs never move, so it's one of those, like, it's gonna be a minute. There. Alright. Is that a cat hair? Yeah, that's a me hair. Yes. This is the inside of that bad boy. What a detailed case. It's hard to keep the discs in there just because of the beautiful art in there. And I mean, mind you, the old laptop webcam doesn't exactly give it justice, but it's one of those. It is what it is. She's a pretty game. Even in my case, where she's starting to get up there in age. It's also one of those series that I really like, so you know, kind of really try to take care of it. I did get the compliment today while selling my games that I had some of the most immaculate games that they had ever seen. And that blew my mind just because it was like, thank you, you guys. That's some big words. This goes here. And we can move into the regular one. This was back at a regular one. A lot more detail, a lot more scenes. You can see everything there except for that nice EB sticker that a lot of people have become familiar with. And then, bow. What a good time. Played this one mostly when I was out west. Oh, you're upside down. Why would you be upside down? That's like sacrilegious. Here. I used to have a habit of hiding money inside of my my book, so it's one of those. I hope I didn't leave anything in there. It'd be nice to have a 20 sheet come out at you though. Ew. I still don't know why games are not gonna be physical anymore all that much. Cause good, look at it. It's so nice to look at. Sometimes you just want to look at it. I have something coming up because I said look at it. And it's almost gonna be like a. It might hit you hard. But that's only after. This is the collector's guide. And be gentle here. I'm not gonna remove the art book much more than I have to because it's kind of part of the book. But from the side, you can see that is the first open cover, and the art book starts right with it. So I don't want to force it. And then, rumor had it, I've never really looked into it much more than that, but these books were actually like made in a way to be a collection if you wanted it. And in my case, I got Princess. But I heard that other people had different characters. And basically, if you can collect them all, you kind of collected them all. And there's the big backside of it. It's all the judges. Yeah. I'm not going to force that much more than that, just because I don't want to ruin it. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, those were items that I have. Well, the book itself and the collector's game, I placed that on my market. So now I'm gonna scoot over here because I gotta grab something. Because I am about to make a sort of public service announcement. But it's the only type of public service announcement that applies to gamers. Because I only recently found out about this, and some reason I kind of hope this kind of like spreads. But this is a treasure. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. GameCube. They are a limited they're limited release. It looked a hell of a lot better and played a lot better than the original game. And it was fun because you got to find so many more Easter eggs that weren't there in the original game. And there's a shame. And I urge anybody who may have GameCube games that I guess there is a flaw in production. And this hurts me deeply because I love this game. But not even of my own will. She is now obsolete. Because GameCube games, as you can see those lines, they start to decay. This was brought to my attention at a pawn shop today. One, is not only embarrassing, but I cannot play this game anymore. There's holes in my game that I did not make. But it just showed up. How? I've kept you guys in tempered rooms, in the shade. Nice. It's nice. The way games are supposed to be kept. Health and safety manual in the back of that one, by the way. But yeah, it's one of those moments where like that blew my mind when he said that. This has become a showpiece. Because age. If you have a GameCube game, or any other game for that fact, you might want to check her out. She could be rotten. You don't want to suffer from disc rot. Oof. You're looking like me. Ugh. You don't want that. Alright. Enough joking around on that. Scoot. Just gonna move some stuff here. So while I'm on it, I got this while I was working for a company. I'm not gonna state which company. Just cause. Don't want to be in trouble. But I got the slip for Chris Redfield. Yeah, Resident Evil 5. These used to be on the side of a display, and it was like, it slid on the side, all nice. Whoop. I just seen her there, and a guy was making an offer for it earlier, so I was like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna show that off right quick. Along with that, and I don't know if I'm gonna get this one off my hands, but I know some folks have asked. Check that out. Guitar Hero Metallica. I've had that hanging on my walls for years. And I mean, what a great game. Just a little bit of merch to show off. Alright, so we've done you. Bam. Sorry, just thinking. Alright. Probably wondering what this little guy right here is. Anybody know what this guy is here? Actually, before I actually explain, you guys can stare at it just because I know y'all probably know what it is by now. Yeah, shippies. Not sponsored, so you know, just having shippies. Shippies to the jimmies. Yeah, mine is a PS3 edition. Is the Call of Duty Black Ops Prestige Edition, which came with that bad boy metal right there. And that RCXD. As you can see, mine's got a dent in the top, but I have tried to keep the box as best as possible. But going on, I thought I was being fearful and that I was missing a soundtrack to this game. But then you start looking at the back. There ain't no soundtrack for this game. But when you did sign up for it, or I should say sign in and put in your codes, because you had the collector's edition, you actually got a soundtrack, which I gotta admit was pretty solid. It was a mix of the Nazi zombie stuff and like real music. So yeah, it's not much, of course, at the bottom. That's just a flip and folds. And I'll admit now, I'm not gonna pull out the RCXD because I'm not fighting with it. Unless it's... Okay, I can pull it out. That's not a fight. I thought it was still half wired in there. Yeah. It come with these bad boys. Anybody who's played Call of Duty games knows exactly the damage and danger of an RCXD. Funny enough, this bad boy came with a camera on the front. And I'm gonna squeeze here to try to be able to... But yeah, she ain't got no batteries in it. But yeah, she was remote control. On top of that, that is a little LCD screen that linked up with the camera right in the front. So you can annoy your mother and try to hit her ankles while she was like, "Would you stop that?" And yeah, the only problem that I had with this, just as a complaint, why would you want to have 6 batteries in here and 6 batteries in here? Batteries not included. And then this was the steel collector's case that came with the game. The other one inside, I've never actually opened it, and it just stays as is. So it's one of those, I'm just going to leave it as is, and maybe that'll help my price. But a little click, click, click. This one, just like the other one, I'm going to gutter in a moment, just to show you the collector's art on the inside. That tune is my jam. And then you slip this off. Oh, we had a redeemer ticket too. Oh yes. This was amazing in my head. It was a pass that allowed you a year before everyone else, as far as I know, to access the original 4 Nazi zombie maps that were released, so you could now play them remastered. It was like the big thing that made this a wanted item at the time. Shoop. Alright. The other piece is a metal to pop up, but it's basically their specialty metal. I showed it already in the front, so I'm not going to bother doing much more than that, because once again, she's still in the back of her little cardboard slip. Oop, other way. And then both the the RCXD as well as the metal do come with a stand, by the way, so you could actually display them a lot more properly. And then... What you got there? Anybody want to make a guess what he's got there? Maybe I should leave her there for a moment. I think I am going to leave her there for a moment because I need a moment. I hope y'all don't mind. I'm going to stop for a second. We'll put up Grumpy Kitty and leave some tunes. And I have to use the washroom right quick. Bio break, so to speak. So I thank you for your patience. Ah, we are mic'd. No more image. Whoa. And we're back. Alright. Awesome. Stop. What did I have? Well, it's got a big 3 on it. This is the Halo 3 Collector's Edition. There's not a whole lot special to the box. Same picture on the other side. And, it's heavier than sin because of what's inside. Can I get you out in one piece? Probably not. This, I believe, was called... Okay, this is the Halo 3's Essential that come along with it, but it's a collector's edition of Halo. And I'm not 100% sure what Halo Essentials was. I cannot give you guys any anecdotals on it because I honestly don't know. I've, as stated before, not a huge Halo fan, but I do respect the game quite a bit. And yeah, it's one of those. I do have the Halo Essentials, but what are they? I cannot say. I just noticed there was all kinds of posture, and it's like, I should not be sitting like that. That looks unhealthy. Notice my book was sticking out of her. There's the actual game. Try to get this bust all together before the bus goes bust. This is the Master Chief bust, the collector's edition Halo bundle. And this was honestly a gift from one of my coworkers. And I'm very grateful for it, just because this is such a cool item. I mean, it's as big as my head. But yeah, it was all neatly, nicely packaged on that bottom platform. He just had to decapitate the chief, and it was all inside. Oh, excuse me. The insides of Halo 3. We got that disc all sideways. Well, nothing very special. I always felt that the inner game looked a little mediocre. And our French book, of course. Sorry, my nose is itchy out here. Slip the head back on. And that big heavy lug is the Master Chief bust. Oh, did I put you the wrong way? The thing about the Christmas decorations, you can always put it out one way, but try to get it back in this box. Bye, Georgie. Oh, that's the wrong way too. Y'all get to look at my booty. Hope y'all don't mind. Rocking my Captain Morgan's pajamas. Nice comfy. Nothing wrong with that. Just pop you there. These are there. I gotta put you back. All right. So, gotta go more back. It's not all together, and this one I'm not really gonna dig a whole lot for because I currently do use it in regular use. It's Grand Theft Auto 4 bundle. The game is buried over there, and I just sat down, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like getting back up. Not at the moment, but I'll show the game off for sure, and more of it all together in the upcomings. And the reason why I can actually handle this thing is because this is in it, and this came with it. This is the Rockstar official Grand Theft Auto 4 safety deposit box. And I use this thing for my own personal items because, well, sometimes we all have our own little things we want to keep safe. And yeah, it's one of those. She's a big one. It did also come with, and I only remember that it came with this today, but it came with this bag. Let's get that off my lap so I can move again. Yeah, it's all folded up. You got your nice Rockstar bag. That was part of it in there, along with the soundtrack, art book. And it's neat because it's hard to capture. I don't even know if I can actually capture it just because how small it is. But those are all like little rock stars and logos and stuff. It's actually a really nice bag. Mine's a little dusty, but it's a really nice little travel bag. Yeah, it came with that, and I swear there was something else and I'm forgetting right now, and that's why it's one of those, like, I gotta make sure I know everything before I really actually showcase that one. But it's also, I'm in use with it. That thing is one of the religious things. But I gotta admit, this was my first PS3 game. Nope, sorry, that's a lie. That's a lie. It was my third PS3 game. I had bought the... No, technically she would be my first. The ex-girlfriend's mom had pre-ordered this for me as the means because she knew I was trying to get a car loan and stuff. And she knew how rare these may be. So she did it on purpose and ordered me a pre-ordered copy of the PS3. And it gave me the drive to go out and find a PS3 and afford one. So I managed to find and still use to this day a Gen 1 PS3 that I found at a Zeller's out in the back corner of our place. And it was the only one left in town, and I got her. And then, yeah, when this bad boy started loading, it was the day. I remember it showing up in the mail and just... Oh, I'm sorry. Cat hair from earlier bugging my nose. How long have I been on? That seems fair. I'm not gonna keep rambling on much more just cause I've already taken some of your time. I suppose I ate up some of your time. Just show you a little something else. Gotta be fair. What? Because I know they're probably gonna move faster than I want them to. I think there was thunder outside. I'm not 100% sure. Boom. The Dot Hack GU series. Once again, this is one of those games that once from announcement to pre-order, and I was standing in line for them. And I never knew what type of value they'd hold today. I just always really enjoyed the stories. And I'm willing to part with these ones just because I have the remake. But it is still always awesome to see the original Dot Hack games. Well, I should say the second series. Now, just like the original series, when you put them all together, you got yourself a little Haseo Grunty. But it's you. Rebirth. Oz. Where are you? I'm sorry, I just panicked in my own head. Where is my copy of GU? That is not cool. It's one of those moments that I was like, I would rather you not see this live. But that has just happened. Where is my GU? That's not cool. Because that means it's in my sister's collection or something along the way, and I have to find that. You're there. Wow. It got loud out there. There's 3. I'm just sorry. I'm just pondering in my own head. I'm like, where would I put 2? Or where would I put 1? I did pull that out there today. I'll think on it later. That makes for a bummer. Now all I got is an empty case to show. I do feel like my sister was playing it or something, and it's just sitting somewhere. But it's like, where did that go? What did I do with that? Oh my god, it's gonna eat away at me. This was Reminiscence. Unlike the first game, that did not come with the DVD. Shoot. In Redemption. Ooh. Oh, I love that noise. Shoot. There's number 3. Unfortunately, nothing special really to show on that more than that. If anybody has not seen a PS2 game, those little slots are there to carry a memory card to your buddy's place. Ah. And then, alright. Given the new information and what I have found out right now, I'm going to be looking for my Dot Hack game because I'm not really sure where she's at, and that's going to bother me to high heaven. And it's thundering outside, and I can already see the lightning, so I'm gonna hop off. Love everybody for tuning in and whatnot. Hey, thank y'all. Love y'all. Take care, all. Your Canadian brother, gaming for you, even if you don't want me to. Thanks for joining in with the collections and whatnot. It's been fun doing. Patreon is set up. Talking with my hands because I'm a Frenchman, and that's not a joke. Just you be nang. But yeah, till the next one. Cheers.